Place today already in the Cup Series. It was Kyle Busch slammed into the wall, had to go to a backup car after getting out of the groove and up into the wall, coming out of turn number 4. So they took 53 minutes to get the backup car ready to get on track.
It's a victory lane at Darlington. I mean, the emotional roller coaster for Elliott Sadler has been amazing all year long.
Already hard hit for the 11. That's Blake Cook.
Wow, that car has hit very hard.
Cook
was the road light just past center and went straight in the wall.
Wow. Third, he is one of the chase drivers trying to advance into the championship 4. The wall that he had.
He's on the bottom, looks normal, and yeah, you see it looks like, I don't know if it's on the ground or what it was, but you saw something coming out from underneath it.
Yep, sparks flying as he went straight up into the wall coming out of turn 2.
You hope he's okay. That's a big hit. Oh, he's driving the car back, but that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt you or affect you. Huge impact.
And he said just past the center of the turn, something happened and right up into the wall. Marty.
See sparks flying out from underneath the car. That was exceptionally hard contact. Destroyed this race car.
Caution is out at Texas Motor Speedway, and the reason is for Martin Roy in the 90. You see the smoke rolling out from underneath that one.
Most likely an engine problem. It could be an oil line or something like that, but I would anticipate that it would be an engine problem.
Spencer Gallagher won the pole earlier today in qualifying, his second career pole. He's chosen the outside lane to start this race. That's Gallagher in the 23. Daniel Hemrick on the inside of the 19. Spins the tires a bit. We're racing at Texas.
How about William Byron jumping to the outside following the 11 of Tift? Look at Timothy Peters making it 3 wide.
Phil, Timothy Peters said he's not on the outside. I am. I'm going to take him 3 wide on lap 1. You see this mad rush here at the beginning of this race. Remember, these truck races are shorter. They don't have the time to strategize and hang around. They got to hit the gas and go early.
Hemrick has recovered from spinning the tires on that start to slide back into second place. A good battle for third between Tift and Hemrick's teammate Tyler Reddick in that 29.
And he's racing Daniel Hemrick for that 1 point.
Remember, Hemrick isn't in the chase any longer. He was eliminated in round 1.
But he can take points away from Matt Crafton, and that's exactly what he's planning on doing here. Crafton just sticks to the bottom, Hemrick around the top.
It's the last lap at Texas. Hemrick challenging Crafton for second. Out front, it's the 21 of Johnny Sauter. Round 2 of the chase, and Sauter is going to go 2 for 2. Johnny Sauter wins at Texas.
We wondered who had the short run speed, and it was Johnny Sauter.
And again, guys, for GMS, win again. That's 3 in a row for GMS Racing.
Be careful with your burnouts, Johnny. We're going to race this truck one more time this year.
Sauter already advanced with that win last week, but winning tonight takes away another possibility, another opportunity for one of his fellow chasers and championship contenders.
And that means we're going to at least have 2 guys point their way in, so points become way more important now.
Folks are a little frustrated with one another. That's Haley in that orange truck on the right side, and you see the contact with the 4 of Christopher Bell.
It looked like the 00 truck of Cole Custer moved over, and that shot Bell down into Haley, and then look at this. Haley just takes that spot away.
That was coming to the checkers. Haley getting in front, so there's the contact
there.
Again, the 4 truck avoided the 00, ran into the 13.
Between the 4 and the 13, and then after the checkered flag, they get together.
Well, you tell him to come talk to me. I cleared him. It was going to be about 2 inches. We had to take the air. He bounced it off the wall.
Yeah, everybody's going to have a different opinion on what happened there for sure.
Well, let's find out what's on the mind of Bell. Hermie?
Well, it looked like most of the night that the 4 truck had a shot to go to victory lane. You end up still inside the cut line, but outside the top 10 finishing tonight's race. What happened to cause all this damage on this Ford Toyota Tundra?
Man, it was just hard racing there at the end. You know, Cameron got a big run on me off of 2, and he'd been running the middle of 3 and 4, so I moved up. Well, then he shot the gap on the bottom and almost had me clear, and I should have lifted, but I stayed in it, and we got run into the fence. But, man, it's just a bummer day. We had a shot to win there, had a really fast JBL Tundra, and sucks in up 11th, but big picture, we're still in the hunt, we're still in the game here, so points are really tight going into Phoenix. Just got to make it count.
That's Christopher Bell. One more shot to get it done at Phoenix right now. 4 points inside the cut line. Well, Cameron, we watched all the replays on the racetrack. After the race was over, where did things happen from where you sat?
Well, you know, our Ride TV Tundra was really strong at the beginning of the race, and towards the end of the race, we started fading real bad. And at that last restart, I don't know what happened. I guess they went 3 wide, and Christopher got loose and got into me, and we got a pretty bad right front tire rub. And that had nothing to do on the last lap. I mean, I apologize for that to him. I know he's in the chase, and my spotter was calling clear, clear, clear. And obviously, clearly we weren't. So I need to go apologize to him. It's not the way I wanted to race a chaser. But, I mean, overall, great run for a Ride TV Tundra. Ride TV is based out of Fort Worth, and we got Tundras built here in Texas as well, so it's cool to get a top 10 run for them.
That's Cameron.
Well, Johnny Sauter has won 3 times this season and now 3 wins also at Texas Motor Speedway. Johnny, how does it feel to have this kind of momentum at the perfect time in the season, the right time?
Man, this is amazing. I can't thank the Gallagher family enough for giving me this opportunity. We finally won one for Allegiant Travel and Alamo on the truck this week, and can't thank Chevrolet, ECR, Horsepower. Thank all these guys at GMS Fabrication, all the guys at the shop. Joe Shear, this truck was awesome on a long run, and I knew when we qualified 16th, I was like, it's no big deal. That's beer. Beer smells good and tastes good sometimes, but just awesome pit stops, the whole deal. And I knew today in practice I was downplaying my truck to everybody. I was like, it's not that good, it's not that good. But they dropped the green flag and the thing was sideways, but it just kept going forward. And I'm like, well, don't tighten it up too much, but just can't thank everybody enough. I thank the Blessed Mother and the Sacred Heart of Jesus, and I don't know, feel very lucky to be here.
Talk about that last run and chasing down Matt Crafton for the lead.
Yeah, I mean, Matt was content to keep running the bottom, and I made a couple runs there in that restart. They got me great track position on the pit stop, and I just kept bottoming the splitter out on the short run, and I just could not fire off, and I kind of had that problem all night. I thought we put a little air in the front tires to remedy that, but Matt just kept running the bottom. I'm like, well, I'm going to the top, and I was pretty successful on the top down in 3 and 4 all night long, and just big momentum. So this is a great truck. So I got to apologize to the fans for the burnout. I know it was lame, but I got to have this truck for Homestead.
Congratulations. Johnny Sauter makes it 2 for 2.
Check this out, Vince. We got 4 guys racing for 3 spots, and there's only 6 points that separate them. You got to go to Phoenix. Just like we said, you come to Texas, you got to go there and try to win, because somebody is going to be out by just a little bit.
Yeah, Matt Waltz in the 77 has a lot of damage to the right side. Let's take a look. He was all the way up against the wall.
He was out of control getting into the corner and just had to chase it up the racetrack. Speed between these cars.
Oh, and around goes the 07.
Rocket down.
Ray Black Jr. sideways, and that will bring out the caution for the second time.
Right down pit road.
Ray Black Jr. was running in the 26th position. Way up the racetrack.
Just got loose in the middle of the corner and carried it all the way out of the corner, and seems like he's still wide open in the gas right there.
Trying to stay out of the wall. Ray Black Jr. brings out the caution.
Making the car go faster, communicating. We have a car up in the top of turn 4 with a problem.
Into the wall, the 14 of Matt DiBenedetto. Now Matt was actually on pit road just a lap ago, so something has happened to that car since he came to pit road. Looks like the front tire maybe having an issue, or even the right front wheel. He has stopped, and the caution has come out for the 4th time. Take a look at Matt DiBenedetto here.
Yeah, car just goes up the racetrack. Obviously a major problem. You said he just came off pit road, so very odd. Wonder if they didn't get a wheel tight or something. I don't know. It's very odd. just coming off pit road.
And looks like the caution lights have come on. The 13 smoking, so Brendan Hightower in the 13 bringing out caution number 5.
Well, was that the motor that just went? Yeah.
Well, look, all the fuel conversation is out the window because at this point, 35 laps to go. As we see right here, the 13 starts to smoke out the pipes. We've talked about how fast this racetrack is. When you see a car smoke like that, it needs to be basically an instantaneous caution so they can check the track for fluid. You're on board here with Eric Jones.
Yeah, look how close he was to Elliott Sadler and Eric Jones when that engine expired. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. It was 0.6 of a second when they crossed the start-finish line. The gap between Kyle Larson and Brad Keselowski. 4 races in 2016 have ended with a last lap pass. And again, the 22 of Brad Keselowski has not won this year. Through the middle of the racetrack, coming out of turn 4. Kyle Larson's going to hold him off. Larson's going to win in Texas. And the points very close now in the Xfinity Series with 1 race to go before the championship 4.
Larson here, his 2nd win of the season, his 1st win coming earlier this year at Pocono, 1st win at Texas. His 42 car is going to come out of the car here. This team is very elated. We got Owen here down on the bottom, his son. Kyle, talk to me about holding off that 22 car there at the end. I know you were talking to your crew chief Mike Shiplett about where he was better than you throughout the first few runs, but in that last run you took the lead with an aggressive move, were able to hold him off.
Yeah, I love seeing Elliott Sadler behind me on restarts. He's really good at taking off and pushing. He helped me win Pocono earlier this year, and then helped me win this one. So I was just really tight for run the bottom on short runs. When I was in traffic there, once I got to cleaner, I was like, oh man, I'm kind of loose, and got nervous, and got to the top just in time and got rolling, and actually got loose over the bumps and hit the wall into one there one time with like 5 to go or so, and thought I might have killed my run enough to let him get to my inside into 3, but I was able to have a big enough gap to hold him off. So hats off though to everybody in the Estenios team. They all worked extremely hard throughout that race. The pit crew had amazing stops all race long. Just a fun race there. Brad was definitely better than I was, I thought, especially because he could run. He didn't have to run the top. It seemed like myself, Harvick, we'd have to run the top to go really fast, and he could kind of run wherever. So 22's found some speed lately, but we also have some speed in our Chevys.
Kyle Larson is your winner at Texas Motor Speedway.
His car has its lights off, meaning he will make the hard left turn onto pit road, putting the field in the hands of Austin Dillon, who won the first ever pole for Richard Childress Racing here at Texas Motor Speedway. Joey Logano will start on the outside. It's been over 5 hours. They've been waiting for this. The green flag is in the air in Texas.
You saw Joey Logano contest the position because this wasn't an initial start. This was actually a restart, and he's going to really contest the position down into turn 1, right on the quarter panel of that 3 of Austin Dillon.
Dillon wants to lead this lap as they're up to speed now. Dillon has the shorter way around the racetrack on the bottom of the track. We'll see if it works for him. Joey Logano clears him through 3 and 4.
Immediately, we talked about how fast this racetrack is. You can see it. These cars are going right at 200 miles an hour entering these corners.
The 6, Trevor Bayne, stopped on pit road, then backed up while all the traffic was around him. He had missed his spot, and very close call by quite a few cars trying to get to their pit stalls. See the 44 rolling slowly.
Oh, damn it.
That's Brian Scott right up against the wall.
He just got loose, came around on him, but no contact. This is if you're driving the 18 car and you're in the chase, this is not what you want to see. A car spinning out right in front of you. Nice job.
Up. I'm coming now. It's gapping. All right.
It's not only you, what you're trying to miss this wreck, but it's the guys behind you also. So many times you have to slow down much more than you want to, and the guy behind you gets into you. Casey Kane also did a nice job in that wreck.
Restart, I should say. It was green-yellow to start the race, but on the restart, Logano able to take the lead away from Austin Dillon. He has been the only one that has been up front when the green flag pit stops took place as the caution comes out once again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we saw a brake hose bouncing around, hitting race cars. Pretty sure that's what this caution is for.
Big piece of orange hose right here. You see it up near the wall. You know, it's a flexible hose. It doesn't really do any damage, but it's a big piece. It needs to be picked up. It can't be kept out there. I say it won't do any damage, but bouncing off the car, and there's another piece even above that. I can't tell if that's maybe a piece of metal or carbon fiber that hose that perhaps was attached to. I think that's actually more the concern. Yeah, I think that basically what that is right there, Rick, is a piece of carbon fiber. I would bet money that hose and that part right there at one time was attached to an upper control arm and blowing cool air on someone's right front tire. And since we've seen the 88 have an issue, perhaps it came off the 88.
Darkness makes much of a difference. Oh, around goes the 27. Paul Menard into the wall. We saw the smoke.
Leader.
Like the right front tire might be down on that 27.
Yeah, what started as a promising day for Paul Menard. He qualified 6th. Things have steadily gone downhill. They had a penalty on pit road. Had several things happen. They keep finding themselves.
You got a tire down nice and slow.
Right up against the wall.
The same as we saw a little bit earlier. Car just got loose on that top lane, and again, no contact, luckily. Having to turn the wheel back left quickly.
The left front tire goes flat with the slide, and that's where you see the sparks, the splitters on the ground.
So right here, see the wheels turn to the right. If he hadn't turned the wheels back to the left quickly, he would have gone up and hit the outside wall. So even though Paul got the car spinning, he did a nice job not to overcorrect it and get in the wall.
A little bit more weight to it, and it punches right through the front fascia, causing the hole. They're actually fortunate as let's listen in on what the 18 has to say about the damage.
Yeah, they didn't show the replay on TV. They finally have some footage of it. When that brake duct came out of that car earlier, there was a piece further down the back stretch, and it put a big hole in her nose.
And just seconds ago, the 3 of Austin Dillon sliding through 3 and 4 has brought the caution out for the 6th time. Entering turn 3.
He didn't think the 23 was going to race him down into the corner, and the 23 was there and turned, made contact. I think Austin Dillon gets really fortunate right here. Never really hits anything. May have damaged the splitter just a little bit, but really didn't lose that many spots.
Well, yeah, you talked earlier about the lap cars, and he was committing to the bottom to try to get by the 24, but that lap car got him.
Yeah, the 23 had just come off with new tires, so he was going at a much higher rate than Austin Dillon expected him to be going. We've seen the difference in new tires, how much faster they are, and I think Austin Dillon just didn't anticipate the 23 was going to have that much speed.
Austin was fighting for the 3rd spot with Chase Elliott. A 4-car advantage over 2nd place and into the wall. Hard hit by the 3 of Austin Dillon. Sliding through the 13. Casey Mears gets into the back of the 44 of Brian Scott. That was a very hard hit by the 3 of Austin Dillon, though, as he came out of turn 4. We see the front end totaled on Casey Mears, number 13.
Yeah, heavy damage, that 3's.
Everybody over the wall.
It's going to have to go to the garage. You hear Slugger.
Take it to the garage, Austin. Go to the garage.
I think that's a better assessment of the damage to have to go to the garage. He's racing real hard here with Kevin Harvick, Jeff.
Yeah, see the 4-car on the outside, Austin on the very bottom. Kevin goes to get in behind him. 3-car got loose. 4-car got into the back of him. You saw the 3-car wiggle just a little bit. Had to get a different angle to see the 4-car make contact before, and that's what got him loose. It's hard to tell from that angle.
2 racing very close after this restart.
What a disappointing night for Austin. We've talked about how good he was running. His team's starting to build some momentum. It's a good view right here.
Clear.
you can hear right there, even Kevin Harvick wasn't hard back into the gas. So without a doubt, there was contact. He got into the back of the 3. I don't believe it was on purpose. It seems like the 3 slid up in front of him. Harvick wasn't, in my mind, hard in the gas. He was kind of pedaling it, and they just, made contact at a very bad spot in the corner.
Then we saw the 13 as well.
Just big impact right there for Austin. 2 Gibbs cars behind him. You see the 13. He probably was trying to get slowed down. The guys behind him did not get slowed down.
And all of that damage to the front end came from hitting the grass.
Yeah.
Tore the front end of that car off.
Right behind all that wreck, Kyle Busch, he's done a really good job of working himself up. Just a little bit ago, we talked about him almost being a lap down. It's all the way back up to 5th. Everybody's on pit road.
Kelly. There's always 2 sides to every story, and here's what the 4 had to say about what just took place.
Damaged us. So I just, as he came up, I got back to him and he checked up and I touched him again.
And here is what the 3 car and their team thought happened.
Yeah, he flat out wrecked him, man. Just write down that number. We're going to Phoenix next week. He's going to have to win. We don't. That's crazy, man.
Kelly.
Well, and let's hear what the driver of that 3, Austin Dillon, has to say. First of all, glad to see you're okay after that hard hit. Kevin says that he thought you checked up. He didn't do anything intentionally. How did you see it play out?
I mean, he sucked down on my door tighter than anybody had all night. He knew how tight he was in my door. That's why I got tight and slid in front of him. So he didn't check. He had the opportunity to. He didn't like it, I guess. Silver Spoon Kid was outrunning him tonight, so we'll be all right. We got 2 weeks left, and we just want to come out and win a race.
Yeah, we heard Slugger say, hey, write down that number. We're going to Phoenix where he's going to need a win and you don't. What are your thoughts on moving forward?
I don't know. I'm here to win races. That's all that matters to me.
Thank you, Austin.
Crew member on the 19 car. Look at the heavy rain coming down. This lead was taken on pit road, remember, Rick?
Caution's just about ready to come out. It's going to have to, I think.
We see the raindrops coming. Still 45 laps to go. There's the caution. Carl Edwards and that 19 team with an incredible pit stop got out in front of Martin Truex Jr., was able to hang on to the lead, and now precipitation one more time.
Stay out.
Yeah.
And a very smart call there.
No matter what.
In case the radio breaks, I want the last transmission to be stay out.
But he stays close by. And look at the celebration. It has just been declared official. Carl Edwards wins at Texas.
I want to know, is he going to climb back on the car to do a backflip?
I was just getting ready to say, normally it's a backflip when Carl Edwards wins a race, but he does it off the door of the car.
Lots of celebration down here on pit road. Carl Edwards getting congratulated. Talk about clutch. You came in, you knew you needed the victory, and here it is. What was the night like, being able to get this win and advance to the championship 4?
I actually enjoyed it. The pressure was really mounting, and obviously that's what we had to do. Dave and the guys, they got me off of pit road first. That's what won it for us. So my pit crew has worked really hard this year, so just can't thank them enough. Sport Clips, Era, Stanley, Toyota, everybody that's behind this team. We got a shot at the championship. We're going to Homestead. This is going to be great.
At 11-second pit stop, just as you alluded to. What did that mean to you, for your guys to get behind you like that and get you off pit road first and give you the lead against a very strong Martin Truex car?
I've got an amazing group of guys, and they work so well together. They've got my back all the time. Dave is, man, he's like a brother, just a great guy. And all my guys, I can't thank him enough. TRD, Comcast, Xfinity, Subway, everybody, Stanley, Cessna Sprint. This is, we have a shot at the championship, and that's all we wanted this year. And I can't wait to go to Homestead. It's going to be a blast.
How concerned were you if we did go green to the finish? Logano was looking very strong.
Well, we were in a bad spot if we went green again. But okay, so the last run before it rained, I think we could have held him off. I'm not sure. He was really good on the bottom. My car was starting to go away. I ran pretty hard there at the start, but man, that's fun.
and Martin did a great job. If we wouldn't have beat him off of pit road, obviously we wouldn't have got this. But, man, it was really fun chasing him down and racing with him the run before that.
So we're not in victory lane, but are we going to get to see the backflip?
Man, I don't know. I think I'm going to let that one. I'm going to keep the backflip for Homestead. That's what I'm going to do. It's probably a safe thing to do.
All right, so you are a championship contender officially. One of the championship 4. How big is this for you?
This is huge. I don't think it's sunk in yet. This is cool. This team has really worked hard all year. And, man, it's just, it's really cool. That's all we said we needed was a shot. And now we're going to go to Homestead. We're going to do what we have to do. This was a great test. We came here, knew what we had to do, and we performed the way we needed to. And I really believe we can do that at Homestead.
Congratulations on the victory.
This is awesome.
Carl Edwards back in the mix, looking for the Sprint Cup Series championship here in 2016.
Two drivers, each with a win, will advance into the championship 4. And you look down in 7th, Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick has won at Phoenix 8 times. He's won 5 of the last 6 Phoenix races. So you have to look at him as potentially a favorite going into this last race of the round of 8. And then the rest of the drivers separated by 3 points.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle. Look at Logano, Busch, Kenseth, Hamlin. I mean, that is going to be a tight race. And again, Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth, Denny Hamlin, they're all teammates. There's not enough spots for them.
Right.
They're going to have to find a way. Somebody's going to have to stand tall.